Hello. Give me a second. One thing, I had to clean some sugar to salt. And for some reason, my dog is watching me too. So, let's get back to what's important. Today, I was going to talk about me, my boy. Just going to upgrade a little. Just give me 1 second. I dropped salt on here and have. Do any of you know how to take salt off plastic? Well, it looks like I almost do. Yeah, clean enough. One, you should watch. One, that is correct. Two, no, because you watch more. Just one day means you lost the way. To lose the way, you have to get more than just watch. Yeah, but you still should watch. Also, watch your boy. Even if you're a girl or a boy, scoop that. You know, these girls also watch, not only us boys. When a girl watches it, yeah, watch it first. Every single boy watches. To pretend you're sleeping on someone you never have, or someone already had, or someone you might have, or you experimenting celebrities or any of your friends. You shouldn't think about friends like that, but it's too late to stop thinking about your friends. And if you are, if it's on purpose, getting Scott, next thing once in a while might happen. Scooters make it okay. And to be clear, girl or boy, doesn't make it okay. And to your one gender means less bad. Whatever gender you are, still the same amount of that. I'm not sure if the videos I do the beam on this, because it'll be about something else, but for now, yeah, that's just about this. Until I get King Wiles. So yeah, well, you see, I have tried to go. I was watching Green Ones. Getting Grey Wings, 2 wings, 1 game, 2, 3, 4. I didn't care how long it's just getting like that. You're sure you just going back to one. I wish there was a way for people to be able to block porn. I'll never show them, and the only one who shows up maybe movies. But to watch it, you need to watch the full episode. Like maybe Green Arrow could be a section. Wait, look, I can watch again watching Green Arrow, but Green Arrow has like sex scenes. I don't really like skipping because I don't want to miss any details. And again, watch because of seeing someone fucking or watch it because you want to skipping. But if you watch it, just see someone fucking jerk and you probably should. Yeah, watch that kind of show. But there's some people who maybe can watch a show for a reason, but again, when they already finished, so I can start watching them off again. Like on YouTube, but on the chase to watch sex. Or maybe you're one of those person who already finished a movie or a show, but you go back to it, but you put in the correct part where it only shows the sex. You know what's gonna get back? Well, if it's covering, it doesn't really count like new, and that's fake. If you watch the one who shows more like someone's boobs, dick, ass, regular girl boy. And if it is, I suppose that's even worse than watching just a movie scene. Just watching a movie scene is not really considered bad. If you're watching it just to watch a movie, but if you're watching it to see more sex, I think that's probably a movie you shouldn't be watching. Even if it's a haunted or any kind of movie that has that, you should probably not watch it. If you go watch it, it better not be for the purpose of watching people clapping each other. Better be for purpose because you're trying to enjoy the movie show. Also, not because you watch one game, maybe you forgot you wasn't supposed to. But let's learn one game. Will God be happy going now? I'll be disappointed probably. But he knows not just because you watch one game means you lost the way. To lose the way you had to be watching at least for years or months or days. You're not telling me because you watch it for years or days or weeks or months mean you have lost. You was just dumb enough to watch it when you knew you shouldn't have. And if you know you should have, you still get it. There's no really excuse you could use. Because yeah, I don't believe my boy God wasn't telling him not to font. Because in a way, yes he was, in a way he was. Because of course, you've seen videos of him, they will tell you shouldn't watch. But fixally he wasn't technically telling you. Because he wasn't technically. Technically he was, but he also wasn't because he's everywhere, but you can't really see. So yeah, I watch your porn, I watch it. Even, well, eventually you can find the person you love. Just make sure it's the correct person, because I ain't gonna find the correct person, but what's true? Feels so. I'm not gonna say it because I'm trying to get this one anymore. But yeah, the truth is, you should just wait for the right time, not rush it to have sex already. I mean, if your parents gonna have to talk with you, you could ask maybe your grandparents to have to. If you still have your grandparents, or you guys anyone who's older to explain to you. But just go have sex because you love the person. Wait until you can make sure that's the person you actually will keep you forever. Not the person you think you will be forever. There's some people who does say, or a few weeks when years pass, just make out and fuck. When you should wait, because when you give something to someone, you regenerate. You should be special. You shouldn't just give it to anyone. And the first time should be special. Special is your first. Preferably God says, or God will prefer for you to just have a date once. Again, the person you get first, if you never broke over, should be the person you met. Well, God's not probably gonna be happy you get more than one person, but he's not gonna judge you about it. Because God will probably prefer you being with the first person you was. But Chris understands why people leave people. Because we are humans and we are dumb enough to hurt each other. The way if you mean to or not. But preferably God will prefer you to marry you first. And for the first love to be gone and person you guys nasty on purpose. You shouldn't do that. Well, if you broke up with them or divorced them, you do have right. Find someone else. But if it's just gay, you shouldn't give it to them until you actually give it. I got once because I tried to convince a girl to get with me and sleep for. A boy and girl stuff. And I'm kind of happy me and her got Well, I get in trouble because she didn't show when she was supposed to show. I was waiting for her, but she got in trouble for lying and saying it was a girl, Aaliyah, when it was Aaliyah she was something. Or Aaliyah, because Aaliyah she was people. It was me. And I can force her to, she agreed to, like, you know. But again, cause she said, her mom said she was a car. Again, she had no choice to say it's true. When else that's good pretend it was her car. But you should try to rush it. Unfortunately, it doesn't care how old you are, how long it takes. The first time should be special. With someone special. Not just with every boyfriend or girlfriend you have had. Or maybe you have both, it doesn't care. You should not. Like, ooh, I trust this person, I love them enough. I'll give them what they ask me. I'll give them my body. You should preferably preferably to work for marriage. But practically age when you're 16 is the age you can start getting. But preferably I will wait until I'm 21 and get married. If I'm 21 I was gonna marry and I'm married, I probably wouldn't do it. So you shouldn't rush something because again, what happens with the person you deal with, the first person? Then sooner or later you guys have problems. Then you're gonna feel stupid, say, fuck, I shouldn't have given myself to this person. But again, it's too late. Doesn't care if the person is skinny, fat, black, white, or race, whatever race he is, from wherever he is. You should be more patient. God won't be mad if you do it before time, but you know who will? Maybe your parents. Even when people say parents don't care if you do, they always care. They always care. Especially guy ones. Because you see, guys are more protected when they have daughters than compared to how girls. When they have daughters, they try to get the most possible they can get for them to make sure they don't mess up. And you do it quick, you know that. So, and yes, it is bad to get it before you're married. Especially if you agree with me, you're in God's science. You should probably wait a little longer before making the mistake of giving yourself completely to them. Just because you got right time, they work the right one for you. You'd be surprised some people have gave 10, 20, 75, 300. Wow, 300 probably gives you a hope. That's too much. Also, I'm not going to give it to a person who has already had like 10 or 11 or 15 body counts of other people. Even if we try to convince them. Even if it's someone I know or don't know. Probably just a good way for it to find someone who's also like me, who hasn't gun. It's rude. Even if I don't wait to get married, preferably I should go away. And preferably because you're supposed to do in the first night to get married, but you don't have to. Because there has been people who have waited a little bit longer after they get married to good. Also, don't forget, always use condoms for protection. And if the boy refuses to use condoms, the girl should probably drink a pill. Preferably, I would prefer doing both because sometimes condoms can break. So when someone uses a condom, you should also drink a pill. Because if the condom breaks, it won't be completely your fault you break. It might be a little bit yours too for not drinking a pill when you could have drunk it. That's why I always do both pills and condoms. I have them because I want to be preferred. Because I'm not sure whenever at first semester will happen. It's not because I want to do it or because I have a rush. So, perfectly good. Okay, finally calm down. Big point. Sorry for long. Well, you should do when it's the right time, not rush it. Also, if you're acting like that to me, good too early. Good. You should at least wait for it. You know, like some of those guys do stuff with your or you should wait on this screen case before you get. Because if you're dirt. Also, after the mark and the screen case, then you should probably wait a whole month before. Yeah. And also, that's not even a problem. Even if you gang here or you get. You still have to make sure the girl is not her big, who's also called P, right? Because it's blood. Well, if you don't care about making a mess and she's her, just make sure she's consenting. Just make sure she consents. And make sure she also doesn't care about making a mess. Even if it's her big. Not easy to make a video when too much people are talking. But yeah, just make sure she don't care. But you making a mess. Again, you just look at her. She is on her big. Big is actually makes two gets better, okay? Or pure. Preferably away from marriage. And also don't say dumb stuff. Ooh, it's not good to have anger inside. Some people are getting mad because you repeat too much stuff. One guy will tell you yes. And sometimes when you repeat something too much, it's annoying. And especially if you're acting like, oh, God bless you. If you're acting like one of those person, you wouldn't really be trying to argue with anyone. Not with your mom or so. Even if they try to argue, you shouldn't be answering them. Now you're proving what Eric has said. You're just using it to make yourself look good when you're not. And also, that has nothing to do with. I just wanted to get off my chest before, because I just heard right now. Maybe you guys heard it. But yeah, I can talk when he's making his video, but he talks when I'm making mine. So yeah, you both, if you're getting used, need to make sure you both are ready. So even if you get married, doesn't mean you have to get when you're getting married. If you're ready by that time, then yeah, you should get married. Normally people would, but I have known people who haven't. And also some movies and shows you can also see. You see TV doesn't teach you nothing, but it's gonna completely true. A lot of stuff I come up with or say I have heard from shows. I just put them in the correct pattern. I say them in the correct order. Also, games of girls shows and movies I have actually learned more words. Words I can't even know who exist. Words I would have never figured out on my own. But everything I do, I do not owe it to my parents. I owe it to God. Everything I am is to God. Not because I can't have a nice chair. And my parents didn't. She just got much. You can change how to behave. You can't change just the opposite. How to behave, we got to learn to get ourselves and choose how to get. So yeah, you need to love someone so much and you're ready to go. Make sure you're actually ready. Also, most guys want their first times. And if they haven't had their first time, that's kind of fair for them. Because you're taking your first time from them. Because you who already had for her or his first meantime. And if you have a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10, fifth boyfriend, then stop thinking from having the first time. You shouldn't. Yeah, I know when you get someone, say you can care if they're already been taste or tried by someone. But that's not how I see it. It's getting I think it will feel unspecial. Imagine if I'm getting a person who already has a lot of experience, okay, but I have zero experience. I don't think it's fair for me to just give it to you. When I haven't even given with you, and I should probably go with someone who hasn't gone before getting with someone who already has gone. So with commissions, you don't have to, but commissions for every boy and girl. First, get someone who hasn't gone. Again, someone who has, because personally, I would never get a girl who has gone also. Well, not for my first choice of girl. My first choice would be someone who hasn't gone, never, or even considered about, or hasn't got into a broil. So if you're that kind of girl, you're probably my type. I used to be going up to say, any girl's my type of girl. But I kind of changed my phrase. Any girl who's sure work is my type of girl. And it won't be changed again to I go with that person again. If I ever get a second girl who has gotten it, I'll change it to any girl who has already gotten is my type. Probably not gonna change it. That sounds worse. That sounds correctly if I'm calling him a go-getter. Like my ex was practically go-getter because I bought her last movie. She could have stopped me from buying. She could have told me, I don't need to buy you. And going again, I told her, I know you don't care if I buy you something. But she said, you don't need to buy me something. You don't have to buy. She never told me that. And that's kind of sad. That makes it feel like she was using me for money. And I told her again how long. Especially again how long, because the times I have mostly sports and games, toys, movies. Because I wanted to make my collections better. Because I used to try to collect every movie I have watched. Some I haven't. Again, I want to collect a lot of toys, so get for it. Again, I'm trying to sell my heroes or give them to someone else who's got a new collection of video games. Again, I also want to score Action Figures, but real Action Figures, not big toys, and that kind of. Well, can only count like Action Figures that could come off a scan, because they have a scan that's not really Action Figure, even if you call it Action Figure. It isn't. Because only Action Figures always have scans, extra arms, extra powers. If they don't have extra arms, extra powers, getting a Action Figures. But that's normal toys people play with. Oh yeah. That's okay if you guys want to follow. If you don't follow, have a right to follow up with whoever is even work on. Just tell you my personal opinion. I would prefer to get someone who's in school birthday. And if I get good to go, her first girlfriend, probably try again find a second girlfriend. Listen. And the only way I'll be okay getting over a girl who's never been just bisexual. Because if I wasn't her first girl, I could be her first boy. That's gonna be the way I'll kind of be okay. Because I'll just try to make her feel better even more than the girl made her feel better. And like I said many times, I don't care what color your heart race. I don't even care if you're bisexual, gay, or straight. And would you believe my ex was coming though? She gave me or Virginia, She didn't even know she had one. Had to explain to her to her virginities. That means you haven't gone or had sex with anyone. Pleasure yourself because not kind of like real sex. I bought pocket pussy. Well, the Bible doesn't really say it's bad to use any toys to pleasure yourself, but school doesn't make it really okay. Guess practically good girl you ever get, a girl whoever gets you will be good one to pleasure. You'll be good one to pleasure her. But everything comes at the right time. You shouldn't rush anything just because you love someone so bad you want to try them. You want them to be yours. Because practically people can give you become yours permanently. Well, if the girl doesn't consider you to be hers, she can't consider you to be hers. If the girl says you're hers, but she's not yours, then she can't really consider you to be hers if she doesn't consider her to be yours. It needs to work both ways. If you're not mine, I'm not yours. If you're not yours, I'm not mine. That's how it works. It works both ways. Not just one way. If you're my everything, I'm not your everything, then you're actually not my everything. If I am your everything, you actually are my everything. If you love me more than anything, I love you more than you don't love me more than. I can't say the same, I love you more than. You don't be fair to say. I love you more than anything, and you say you don't. Because you say you love your parents more. That's not how it works. Love goes both ways. Same with sex. Goes both ways. Also, I don't agree with sex because the only thing I will agree, I'll let her do whatever she wants to me. She lets me do what I don't want. But if she wants to be the only one doing stuff to me, she doesn't want me to do any stuff. And hell, you're not doing nothing to me. If I can't do nothing to you. If I can't do whatever I want to you, you're not allowed to do whatever you want to me. Well, I believe in equal rights. Never have believing that bullshit to girl rights or guy rights. I'll believe in equal rights. Guys have the same rights girls have. Girls have the same rights guys have. No one has more rights than me. Well, in the old times, there used to be guys who actually had more rights than white girls and girls got often called. That's funny because guys even have more rights than guys. Because aren't guys have more colors too, guys? And gays still can have rights. How does make sense? So if I were really an American girl, my taste would be to get one who's even more American. Because what my ex told me, she's not really only American. She's a mix of different races, more than one. I'm only a mix of two. Hispanic, American and Mexican. Who practically make it Hispanic? You could be Hispanic in different ways, because it had to be American and Mexican to be Hispanic. So be American, Japanese, Mexican. Any of two commercial races make you Hispanic. Also, some people get into us because you talk more than one language, you're Hispanic. That's not true. Some people who live here have also learned how to talk Spanish. And some people who live way over there have also learned how to talk. So, if you are Hispanic and you can really talk Spanish, you are still considered Hispanic, but you're less. I'm not saying you're less of a person, but less people will believe you if you talk in Spanish. Because in my skin, because when you talk English, you act more like an American than a Mexican. But when you talk both and you are Hispanic, they actually will believe you easier. And you have something to back it up. But if you have nothing to back it up, it kind of makes it hard. It's not impossible. Hard to. So yeah, whatever she lets me get, I'll let her do the same. No such. Also, please stop watching porn. Day one of me, try to stop watching. Today will be my first attempt. If it doesn't work, I'll try tomorrow. But you should keep trying until you finally do it. If I have 0 days of watching. I shouldn't make up my New Year's resolution. Oh wait, I guess so far I don't care. But I will keep it. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Well, have a wonderful night. Good night. If I come up with anything, I'll make a second part and post it tomorrow. Who actually post gonna give you this is one post. So if you're a girl, have a lovely day. If you're a guy, I ain't gonna care. And if I haven't said any bad words, sorry. I'm trying not to say.